Vitamin E by Jake Lea, Abby Miller, and Jessica Schwartz. Of course, we know that taking vitamins is an essential part of our nutritious lives that we try endlessly to commit to. However, most of us can admit that we don't always follow through all the time. With the rush to go to school, and the stress to study and do homework after a long day of school, and grocery shop with the family, and after a tiresome day of work where relaxation is all that is desired, it seems that there are a million excuses that we come up with to explain why we forget our vitamins. However, unless we know what a vitamin does for us, we don't really see the urgency. Most people, I would assume, just know the basics. It's good for you. The more we learn about how the vitamin affects us and a little bit more about its composition, we can better understand why it might be necessary. We get vitamin almost every day. On creams, or lotions, and in most products that interact with the skin. But why the skin? Well, let me first tell you about vitamin E. Here is the molecule. This fat-soluble vitamin protects vitamin A and essential fatty acids from oxidation in the body cells. It prevents the breakdown of body tissue and does this in 8 different forms, all helping to form red blood cells. Common names for vitamin E are alpha, beta, gamma, and delta tocopherol. Some forms differ when the methyl groups are attached to the ring structure. If vitamin E is not consumed in the proper amounts, the body is more prone to certain diseases. Sometimes it takes months or years to see the effects of deficiency symptoms. Symptoms of vitamin E deficiency include muscle weakness, loss of muscle mass, unsteady gait, and liver and kidney problems. You might even recognize some abnormal eye movements and impaired vision that could also be an effect of the lack of vitamin E. To avoid this deficiency, eat a well-balanced diet by eating a balance of each of the food groups in the food pyramid. If you use vitamin E products and eat a well-balanced diet, there's no need to worry about a deficiency. Since vitamin E is an antioxidant, or a substance that destroys harmful compounds that damage DNA and cause cell death, it can reduce the damage by toxic chemicals and pollutants. If we think back to why vitamin E is found in many skin creams and such, and on the knowledge of what it can do, what can we conclude? Well, on this knowledge, scientists have proven that its importance can also reside in the health of skin and nails. Vitamin E treats skin problems such as psoriasis as well as scars. It can soften the appearance of acne. On top of that, it can help prevent damage and cancer of the skin due to its strong sun protection quality and the powerful antioxidant properties. However, if you want long hair and all of these great qualities, overdosing should not be an option. Vitamin E is such a great gift to us humans, as it forms red blood cells, grows long hair and nails, and forms healthy skin as well as softening scars, and protects vitamin A and essential acids from oxidation, and prevents body tissues from breaking down. However, as necessary as this vitamin is, it is impossible to ignore the consequences of overdose. In November of 2004, the American Heart Association recognized that high amounts of vitamin E could be harmful with 400 IU, international units, or higher. The harm is death. As a result, recommendations have been taken place for the perfect amount of intake for humans of a certain age to take in order to live a healthy life. From 0 to 6 months old, it is recommended that 4 milligrams per day should be taken. For 7 to 12-month-old children, it is said that a safe 5 milligrams per day is safe. Ages 1 to 3 years of age, it is recommended that an intake of 6 milligrams per day of vitamin E be taken. You 4 and 8-year-olds are recommended to take 7 milligrams per day. And 9 to 13-year-olds, you're to take a leap from 7 milligrams per day to 11 milligrams per day. When you get to ages 14 and up, 15 milligrams per day is satisfactory to maintain a healthy life. So no matter what your excuse, whether it be the rush to go to school, or homework, or the stressful day at work alone, there is no reason you shouldn't even want to take the vitamin. As long as the recommended intake is appropriate for the age, unless told otherwise, then you should see a great change in your health conditions, even in the spinal cord. Of course, in underprivileged countries, the lack of vitamin E nutrition is astonishing because of the shortage of food and such products that we are privileged with. So whether or not taking one step to increase a healthier lifestyle by taking the appropriate amount of vitamin E is on your mind, at least you realize now why the chemical compound is so vital in our lives.